Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a judge has approved reduced bail for the Bangor woman accused of being involved in the death of her 10-year-old grandson.
We'll have the story coming out, plus it's full speed ahead to the June primary election as the Secretary of State's office has approved all signatures submitted by candidates.
And students at Wagner Middle School in Winterport got a glimpse into STEM opportunities thanks to Maine Mobile Lab.
All right, let me find my microphone. My microphone fell off.
Oh no. Got it?
When you're doing this kind of thing, this profession, you kind of need to have a microphone on.
Yeah, you kind of do.
So,
okay,
there we go.
Good enough.
Now I'm ready for the day.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson, off to a rocky start this morning. We'll have all the day's news coming up over the next hour, but first, to check the forecast, you might notice it's quite a bit colder today than it was yesterday.
It is.
Heading out today. In fact, I had frost on the inside of my windshield today.
I did too.
I had to scrape it.
Me
and
too.
Probably from all the snow and everything we've been tracking into our cars.
Probably, yeah.
So anyway, you'll have to think about that when you head out for the day. Otherwise, it's going to be a partly cloudy day.
We'll turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And I've got my mic now, so we're good.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans, your main stone supplier, 2493040. Alrighty, here we go this morning. We do have the last of a system that is now clearing out, so we are looking pretty good. Still watching a little bit of activity along the coast with the wave heights, but for now we are looking pretty good. As we do zoom things out, it's going to be a calm one on land today, filled with some sunshine and a few passing clouds. So overall, nothing too ridiculous to watch out for. We will have a lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy today. Some more clouds overnight and even more clouds again as we head towards your Thursday. Some gusty winds to watch out for today, reaching up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll calm down later on tonight. Although as we head towards tomorrow, the winds really pick up even more. So again, something to watch out for. But either way, lower 30s today, partly cloudy, sustained winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts not out of the question. Winds calm down tonight, partly cloudy, and again, lows in the mid-teens. Your hourly forecast moving forward. Lots of sunshine today, some more clouds by the afternoon. Temperatures warming into the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. We'll see you a little later on. Well, first this morning, a fire in Plymouth late Tuesday damaged a home. Fire crews are saying it's a reminder to check your chimneys. Around 10 p.m., crews were dispatched to the area of 191 Clark Road in Plymouth for a reported building fire. Chief Tyler Dean says the two-story home was completely evacuated, but there's damage to the structure of the home. He says the blaze started from the second-floor chimney.
Yeah, make sure your chimneys are clean and take care of them, because if not, we're going to have a chimney fire that easily could turn into a building fire.
The situation is still under investigation, but crews say no one was injured.
Well, a potentially explosive situation in the town of Leamington. That's where a woman found what appeared to be a grenade on Monday afternoon along the number 1 road. Connie Brown said it was on the side of the road in plain sight. The Maine State Police bomb squad responded to the scene around 5:30 on Monday afternoon, and they used an X-ray to check the device and then decided to blow it up on site to make sure it was safe. The device closely resembles a military-style hand grenade, though it appears to have been altered. No word on where it came from.
A judge has approved a reduced bail for the Bangor woman accused of being involved in the death of her 10-year-old grandson. A Penobscot County judge has reduced bail for Misty Ladorette from $300,000 to $100,000. Ladorette has been charged with depraved indifference murder in connection with the death of Braxton Smith, the child who died in February of last year after enduring months of abuse. Braxton's father, Joshua Smith, is also charged with murder, and Braxton's mother, Jem Bean, pleaded guilty to manslaughter last month. Despite the bail reduction for Ladorette, defense attorney Chris McLean says his client is still unable to make bail.
Reducing bail from $300,000 to $100,000 is more of an academic exercise here. So we did our best to try to raise more bail coming in today, but we weren't able to do that. So she's likely to be sitting in jail until we reach trial in June at this point.
A jury trial for both Ladorette and Joshua Smith was delayed and is scheduled for June. McLean says they are confident about the evidence they plan to present, and they are not expecting a murder conviction for Ladorette. The prosecution did not wish to comment ahead of the trial.
Authorities are keeping a close eye on an ice jam that formed in the Milo area. The Piscataquis County Emergency Management Agency sent out the warning on Tuesday afternoon. They said an ice jam had formed along the Pleasant River and was causing water to flow onto the roadway. They were urging drivers to use extreme caution in the area, saying the threat of flooding in low-lying areas would continue at least until late last night. The Brownville and Milo Fire Department set up barricades and were also on the scene monitoring the situation.
An attack ad taking aim at U.S. Senate candidate Graham Plattner is generating a strong reaction. It alleges the candidate made disparaging comments about women related to rape. Our Callie Warren has the story, but first a warning. This story contains references to the crime of rape and may be triggering for some viewers.
Did you know Graham Plattner wrote that women worried about rape need to, quote,
not get so up they wind up having sex with someone they don't mean to.
That's a clip from a new ad Governor Janet Mills put out Tuesday morning, citing Graham Plattner's alleged Reddit posts that he says are around 13 years old. It marks one of the first attack ads we've seen in the race for Maine Senate as the race heats up and tension between candidates grows.
We blame the victim.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Disqualifying.
I have not seen this.
Those were responses included in the ad from Maine women for the Mills campaign. Plattner himself held a press conference the same day the ad was released, flanked by outspoken supporters.
This is why people hate politics. But we, the people, we are building a movement to defeat Susan Collins.
Plattner saying that he does not hold these beliefs, nor does he feel that these comments represent who he is or what his campaign is running on, adding that he is remorseful about those posts.
When I read through my old internet posts, when they resurfaced 6 months ago, I was horrified. I did not recognize in them myself or the man that I am today. I didn't recognize myself in this person that was struggling to find meaning and posted awful things 13 years ago. I am sorry, but it does not in any way reflect who I am today or the beliefs that I hold.
Callie Warren reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, meanwhile, a citizen initiative to ban transgender athletes from girls' sports teams has been validated by the Secretary of State's office. The Secretary of State's office says there were more than 79,000 signatures on petitions for an act to designate school sports and facilities by sex. They say 71,033 were found to be valid. A minimum of 67,682 signatures were needed. The initiative will now go to the Maine legislature for consideration per the provisions of the Maine Constitution. The legislature can choose to enact the bill as written, or it can send it to a statewide vote on November 3rd. Protect Girls Sports in Maine Principal Officer Leyland Strafe says, quote, Maine is far too progressive to allow sex-based discrimination to continue. If a female wants a female-only space or opportunity, she must be afforded that under the law. Anything else is discrimination and, frankly, regressive. The Campaign for Free and Fair Schools says it will review the Secretary of State's decision, and they are launching a statewide campaign to oppose the referendum. Gia Drew, Executive Director of Equality Maine, says, quote, if voters approve it, this measure would open the door to harassment, bullying, and abuse of children. It would embolden adults and members of the public to harass and scrutinize student athletes who just want to be on a team.
Maine is in the midst of a major election season with many highly contested races underway. With the list of candidates on the June primary now final after Monday's filing deadline, our Grace Blanchard has more on how the 2026 ballot is shaping up.
It's full speed ahead to the June primary election as the Secretary of State's office has certified all signatures submitted by candidates.
At this point, we've actually certified all the signatures, so we've been able to verify. So we have a list on our website. Everyone who is on that list has qualified for the ballot.
With the deadline to turn in signatures now passed, the candidates on the ballot for the primary election are as follows. In Maine's heated U.S. Senate race, incumbent Senator Susan Collins was the only Republican to submit the necessary signatures. She will face either Governor Janet Mills, Graham Plattner, or David Costello following the June primary. Incumbent U.S. Representative Shelley Pingree was the only Democrat to make it on the ballot for Maine's 1st congressional district. 2 Republican challengers join her on the ballot. CD2 has become a highly contested race. Former Governor Paul LePage is the only Republican on the primary ballot. 4 Democratic candidates met the threshold: State Auditor Matthew Dunlap, State Senator Joe Baldacci, Jordan Wood, and Paige Loud. The race to replace Governor Janet Mills has also drawn a large group of contenders. The Democratic primary field has 5 prominent candidates, many with experience in Maine government. On the Republican side, 8 candidates secured a place on the primary ballot, several running with no previous political experience. Whoever wins those primaries will also likely face independent candidate and longtime legislator Rick Bennett. While the primary ballot is set, people can still challenge the validity of candidates.
They have until 5 p.m. on March 23rd to file a challenge in writing with the elections office.
The primary election is scheduled for June 9th. Grace Blanchard reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Gubernatorial candidate Jonathan Bush, who is now on the primary ballot, says his team is now fully assembled and his agenda is solidified. He says Maine has the 5th highest tax load in the country, the 8th highest opioid addiction and drug-related death rate, as well as rising electrical costs. And while he says the state has the 2nd most small businesses per capita, we rank 46th in the nation for the quality of the business climate. Bush says his plan to address these issues and more starts with cutting taxes.
The plan to fix these things is not complicated. If it were, it wouldn't work in this building. We need to cut our taxes. We need to cut $1 billion right away. That's $1 billion. That's $2,000 for every Maine family, which will give a little bit of juice and a little bit of signal that we're ready to wake up.
Bush says he's the only candidate for governor who's built 1,000 jobs here, which he says means he knows how to grow the state's economy and small businesses. Going to be a very busy election.
It sure is. Well, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Penobscot Theater Company and Acadia Improv are hosting a fully improvised musical. We'll have more on that ahead.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. A partly cloudy day ahead today with high temperatures around 31 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight with lows around 15. Mostly cloudy and breezy tomorrow. Highs around 38 degrees. We'll be right back.
Bring your new kitchen to life with help from the Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring Division by Hammond Lumber Company. Bring in your ideas or get inspired by Hammond's extensive showroom displays. Your Hammond sales rep will help you create a materials list and cost estimate, and Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Your new kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Unwind with a massage. Let me take away the stress of everyday life and allow you to fully relax. I offer Swedish, deep tissue, and prenatal massage. Healing Strength Massage in Bangor is your place for relaxing therapeutic massage.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Is your Maine issued license or ID expiring soon? Good news. You may be able to skip the trip to the BMV and renew it online, including if your license or state ID is Real ID compliant. Visit maine.gov/SOS/BMV today to find out if you're eligible to renew online. Brought to you by this station, the Maine Association of Broadcasters, and the Office of the Secretary of State.
The latest figures on employment and wages in Maine showed mixed results. The 2 largest counties, Cumberland and York, both reported average weekly wage increases in the 3rd quarter of 2025. Cumberland's wage was more than $1,300 a week. York's was more than $1,200. Wage levels in all 14 of the smaller counties were below the national average. Of those smaller counties, Sagadahoc had the highest weekly average at $1,293. Piscataquis reported the lowest average weekly wage in the state at $935.
Well, folks looking for a good laugh this weekend are encouraged to check out a unique musical event in Bangor. This weekend only, you can catch a kick in your cabot coat. Is that what it says?
Cabot.
Cabot Cove. Okay, there you go. Let me do that again. A Kick in Your Cabot Cove at the Penobscot Theater Company, a fully improvised musical inspired by the show Murder, She Wrote. The improv show is a collaboration between Penobscot Theater Company and Improv Acadia. According to artistic director Jen Shepard, it will feature 3 professional improvisers and 1 music director taking suggestions from the audience to create something unpredictable and unique.
People should come to the show because it's a completely unique experience. Not many people have seen an improvised musical, and this is a great chance to see 4 professionals doing everything they can to create an awesome musical based off your suggestions.
The show opens on Friday at 7 p.m. 2 showings are scheduled on Saturday, one at 3 and the other at 7 p.m. And the final show is on Sunday at 7 p.m. Shepard says each viewing will offer a completely unique performance.
Sounds like a fun time. Well, Hamden Academy played host to a farm-to-regional school cook-off with a focus on using Maine ingredients. Hamden school cooks and kitchen staff faced off against Newport staff at Hamden Academy and came up with both a breakfast and lunch entree. Both teams had to start from scratch for the challenge and were not allowed to do prep work in advance. They had an hour to prepare each of their meals and then present them to the judges.
The whole focus of it is to come up with new and nutritious things to make using challenge ingredients and Maine ingredients. And so the challenge ingredient for lunch was ground beef, and for breakfast was blueberries. And we have to use a certain number of products that were produced here in the state of Maine.
There are multiple regional competitions, and the winners move on to the next round. Merritt says there are multiple rounds. He did confirm with us last night that Hamden Academy won the cook-off yesterday.
Congratulations to them. Well, students at Wagner Middle School in Winterport got a glimpse into some of the exciting STEM opportunities that could lie ahead for them, thanks to a visit from the Maine Mobile Biolab. Biolab staff says the goal is to bring a field trip-like experience to students right where they live and learn, including high-tech hands-on science. At Wagner, students got some experience using lab equipment so they see and feel some of the tools that scientists might use in their day-to-day jobs.
What we're really trying to do is get kids excited about science in these formative years of their education. So in the middle school range is really when we start to see kids develop that science identity, and we want to get them excited about it.
The hope is that the experience might steer students towards science classes in high school and then perhaps STEM careers later on in their lives.
The time now is 6:17. After the break, the partial government shutdown is affecting staffing shortages at many airports. We'll have more ahead.
Plus, a ukulele group from all different walks of life gather at the Orono Library to showcase their talents. We'll listen to that as Good Morning Maine continues.
Welcome to outdoor living. Welcome to Granville Stone and Hearth. Goodness knows we've been cooped up long enough. Make plans now to enjoy the outside of your home too. Come to Granville and see, touch, and imagine what you can do in your backyard. Light a path, light a fire, grill a meal, sit a bit. It's all in stock. There's a staycation right outside your door with expert help from Granville, one of the largest outdoor living suppliers in Maine. Granville Stone and Hearth, Main Road, Holden.
When Maine winter bites, nothing matters more than keeping your family warm. The solution is simple, a high-efficiency heat pump installed by Valley Home Services. It's the quiet, reliable warmth you need all season long. At Valley Home, we're your elite Fujitsu air stage dealer, ensuring expert installation that delivers consistent comfort and maximizes your energy savings. And we make it easy to switch to efficiency heating and qualify for those valuable Efficiency Maine rebates. Stay perfectly warm without the high cost. For a warm, worry-free winter, trust the local experts. Valley Home Services. Winter warmth is waiting. Call us today.
I'm Barry Higgins from Maple Lane Farm. We have our own beef herd here. We're on about 800 head, and it's raised right here on the farm. And we go direct to the consumer. No middleman, all natural, good old-fashioned Maine beef. Our quality is unbeatable. We have specials on Facebook every week. We guarantee our product 100%, whether it be beef, pork, or chicken. And we have a small selection of lamb also.
Maple Lane Farm, a candy store for a carnivore.
Books aren't the only thing enticing Mainers to visit their public libraries. Music is also a big draw, especially at the Orono Library.
That's where Jody Hersey found a ukulele group strumming its cares away.
This isn't your average music group.
We have a pretty eclectic group here.
These ukulele players of all different ages and walks of life gather at the Orono Public Library the second Tuesday of every month. Here they practice their craft and play a little music.
Guitars and things like that are a little trickier, so ukulele is nice and easy to play.
I like to play by myself, but it's a lot of fun coming in and playing with a group of people.
These musicians started meeting at the library back in 2024 with just 2 people. Now with close to a dozen players, their jam sessions have gotten livelier.
None of us are making a living from music. We're here, we're here to socialize and to play together, because you learn so much more when you play together.
The group tries to have a theme each month. For March, they focused on drinking songs. Other ukulele players are welcome to attend, no matter their skill level.
So it's a lot of fun. It's social, it's musical, it's the best of everything.
In Orono, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I'd love to learn how to play the ukulele.
Me too.
I think
They
it would be
look
fun.
like they're having a blast.
Yeah.
Well, now here's a look at our full weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans, your main stone supplier, 2493040. Alrighty, check out some of these wind reports we had recently. We had gusty winds reaching up close to 70 miles per hour, so definitely some strong winds. And now things have since backed off, so we are looking a lot better. Meanwhile, wave heights still a little bit active at around 5 to 8 feet, so we do have some advisories that are up along the coast. And look at farther out towards sea, still a mess out there at this hour, so definitely something to watch out for at this moment in time. So while we're still watching for some active surf along the coast, which is prompting some advisories, on land it is definitely a calm one out there, and it is going to be a beautiful one filled with sunshine and a few passing clouds. And again, if you're looking for reasons to get outside, it won't be too bad. A little bit cooler out there, but again, overall not looking too bad moving forward. A little bit of energy across parts of the Midwest, but that's about it. So overall, sunshine today, some clouds for the afternoon. We'll still have some clouds overnight, and even as we head towards tomorrow, we're still going to hold on to the clouds, but overall, nothing too ridiculous to watch out for. It tries to get a little bit of snow in here as we head towards your Thursday. We'll have some more snow moving in as we head towards your Friday morning. But in the meantime, again, we're still focused on some wind as we head towards Wednesday morning. These are gusts, so sustained winds won't be too bad, but we really calm down overnight, but the winds really pick up again as we move towards your Thursday up to around 20 to even 25 miles per hour. Average highs 41 degrees. We'll be below that today in the low 30s, still below that Thursday in the upper 30s. Then we get above that Friday into Saturday in the lower to middle 40s before we cool back down. So your forecast coming up for today, here we go, low 30s under a partly cloudy sky. West wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour is sustained. We do calm down tonight, even more mid-teens, partly cloudy with a calm wind. And then for tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy and breezy, and our south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Stone Artisans. Mostly cloudy Friday, the first day of spring. Slight chance for rain and snow, highs in the mid-40s. Rain and snow chances Saturday, highs in the low 40s. Upper 30s coming up for your Sunday, a chance for rain and snow.
Spring is here,
And so are huge savings on all your favorite brands, including Benjamin Moore paints and Hunter Douglas shades. Color Concepts, 840 Hammond Street, Bangor.
At the County Federal Credit Union, we value the trust our members place in us to act in their best interest. Whether it's providing low rates on consumer loans or raising money to end hunger, we work hard to serve our members and the communities in which they live. We are excited to bring the meaningful and impactful work we do to all Mainers as we continue to grow. Wherever you are in life's journey, count on the county to be your financial partner.
With approximately 1 in 8 people using GLP-1 drugs, a lot has changed in how people go about losing weight, and that includes at the grocery store. This week on GMA, the surprising GLP-1 effect that's actually changing grocery stores. This week on Good Morning America.
Diabetes isn't a death sentence, but it is absolutely a life sentence, and you have to figure out how you're going to keep your kid alive. So when you find somebody from the government that's on your side, and it happens to be Susan Collins at the same time, that was just magnificent. After the meeting in Portland for my wife and son, my wife came back. She was 10 feet tall. She'd felt seen, she felt heard, and she felt like we had a powerful advocate on our side. It was a big step towards healing.
Thank you, Senator Collins.
Please continue delivering for T1 families.
Letters flip, the wheel spins round. Fortunes rise with every sound. Wheel of Fortune, thrills begin. Weeknights to 7, come and win. On ABC 7, let's make it a date. Wheel of Fortune, don't be late. I'm Sue from Garland, and I'm a wheel watcher.
Spring is here, and so are huge savings on all your favorite brands, including Benjamin Moore paints and Hunter Douglas shades. Color Concepts, 840 Hammond Street, Bangor.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Now to the Middle East, Iran retaliating overnight after Israel killed 2 high-ranking Iranian officials. Iran launching new deadly attacks across the region while also targeting an American embassy. ABC's Patrick Revel has the latest from Doha.
Overnight, Iran launching new strikes on Israel. These apparent cluster warheads seen falling over Tel Aviv. Israeli officials say an elderly couple in this building were killed by shrapnel from a missile interception. In Iraq, flames also rising after the U.S. embassy compound in Baghdad again came under attack. Hours after an earlier wave of drones, air defense here seen shooting one down. Meanwhile, the US taking new action in the Strait of Hormuz, dropping multiple 5,000-pound so-called bunker buster bombs on hardened Iranian missile sites along the strait that could be used to target ships. But the waterway remains virtually shut down, choking off global oil shipments. US allies in Europe are refusing President Trump's request for military help reopening the strait, saying this is not their war. Trump now insisting the US doesn't need Europe's help.
We don't need too much help, and we don't need any help, actually.
In Tehran, the regime shaken after Israeli strikes killed 2 of its top surviving leadership. Iran now confirming the death of National Security Chief Ali Larijani, widely seen as one of the regime's de facto leaders. Also killed the commander of Iran's feared Basij militia. Both were key in the violent crackdown on Iranian protesters in January that killed thousands.
I would argue the death of Ali Larijani is just as significant for Iran as the death of Ali Khamenei, the former supreme leader. This alone won't make it collapse, but I don't think that Iran can continue to lose leaders at this level for weeks on end.
Israel now also launching drone attacks on dozens of security checkpoints in Tehran, seeking to further weaken the regime inside the country.
A growing question here is whether US ground troops might be used in any operation to try to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. An expeditionary unit of 2,500 Marines is expected to arrive here in the next 2 weeks. Patrick Revel, ABC News, Doha.
This morning, as the war with Iran enters another week, Americans are feeling the impact here at home. Economists say gasoline prices have jumped nearly 90 cents in just over the last 2 weeks, now averaging $3.79 a gallon, according to AAA. The higher costs are also extending beyond the pump. Airlines say jet fuel has almost doubled in price, and Delta and American Airlines say soaring fuel prices have cost each airline more than $400 million since the start of the war. That means travelers could soon see more expensive airfares, It comes as Iran continues to block the Strait of Hormuz, a key waterway through which 1/5 of the world's oil travels. The fallout from the Iran war also expected to impact today's federal reserves, with economists predicting that the Fed will leave rates unchanged, putting off any relief for consumers who are already struggling.
Meanwhile, new fallout from the partial government shutdown. Airports are scrambling to address staffing shortages, and travelers are left facing long delays. Here's ABC's Lionel Moyes.
A new warning from the TSA. The partial government shutdown could soon force some small airports to close because of staffing shortages. More TSA officers being forced to work without pay are now calling out sick, including more than 30% in New Orleans, Atlanta, Houston, and New York. Some airports have been forced to close security checkpoints. Philadelphia's airport closing 2 more checkpoints today.
We're looking for bombs, guns, knives at the airport, making sure people are safe, and we shouldn't be stressed about how we're going to pay our bills.
It's been 31 days since we've received a full paycheck, and I would like to tell the American public that the call-offs that are occurring with TSA right now are not because we don't want to come to work because we're not getting paid. We're talking about parents who cannot afford childcare, and we're talking about officers who cannot put gas in their cars to make it to work.
It's all because of a standoff in Congress. Democrats are refusing to fund the Homeland Security Department until Republicans agree to changes in immigration enforcement. Democrats want to require immigration agents to get certain warrants before searches, and they want to ban agents from wearing masks to protect their identity. There has been movement in the negotiations. The Trump administration has now agreed to expand the use of body cameras, limit immigration enforcement in sensitive locations like schools and hospitals, and require agents who are not undercover to identify themselves. Democrats offer to fund the TSA and all agencies except for ICE and Border Patrol, but Republicans rejecting that idea.
In addition to long lines at the airport, travelers have something else to worry about. Airfares are rising by up to 20% in the last week as the war in Iran drives up fuel prices. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, a woman in New York has recreated Dorothy's Kansas bedroom from The Wizard of Oz, which is garnering social media attention.
We'll give you a look as Good Morning Maine continues.
Car accidents can be scary. It can feel like the whole world is crashing down around you. You can't work, you've got expensive medical bills, pain and suffering. Absolute chaos. We'll take the stress and frustrations off your shoulders. We've done that for thousands of people, and we're ready to help you too. Hurt in a car accident? I'm on top of it. I'm your go-to guy.
Call 222-2222.
Carpets looking tired, stained, or just plain dirty? It's time to call the pros. At C&R Carpet Cleaning, we use deep steam technology to remove dirt, odors, pet hair, and allergens fast. Fresh, clean carpets, healthier home. That's the C&R promise. Visit our Facebook page for a free estimate or call us today, 631-7380. Step into clean with C&R Carpet Cleaning.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
From the heart of Maine, where rugged beauty meets timeless craftsmanship, Richard Henderson and Sons Masonry, taming the outdoors through groundwork, retaining walls and seawalls, building custom fireplaces that become the centerpiece of your home, crafting granite steps and patios that invite you outdoors, designing hardscapes that turn yards into living spaces, built to last, crafted for life. Richard Henderson and Sons Masonry, quality in every stone.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, already to hump day, almost to the weekend. This is also Awkward Moments Day.
Some things are better out in the open, and Awkward Moments Day is our chance to embrace those embarrassing moments and laugh about them. It might be waving enthusiastically at a friend only to realize that they were a complete stranger.
Done that?
Me too. Or maybe it was that time you tripped and fell in front of your classmates. We've all had them, and this is the day to embrace those cringe-worthy moments.
We've all had them. We've been there.
Yeah,
so
oh yeah.
I like to make fun of myself. You know, I can laugh right
You do a
along.
lot. Yeah. You help me with it.
Well, that's because I make so many awkward moments myself that
You do.
you learn
It's
how
okay.
to, laugh at yourself a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's a good thing, though.
So don't let it
Always.
bother you. Just go with it.
Go with it.
Give you something to smile about. All right, time for history. It was on this day in history back in 1850. Henry Wells and William Fargo, you know them, Wells Fargo, they formed American Express. In 1925 on this date, nearly 700 people were killed when the tri-state tornado struck southern states. It ripped across parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, leaving a trail of destruction. Look at that photo.
Wow.
It remains the single deadliest tornado in U.S. history. And in 1933 on this date, the Studebaker Car Manufacturing Company went bankrupt.
And in 1931, Schick Incorporated displayed the first electric shaver. And in 1942, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed an executive order authorizing the internment of Japanese Americans in camps during World War II. In 1963, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that state courts must provide legal counsel to criminal defendants who could not afford to hire an attorney on their own. And in 1990, thieves stole 13 works of art from the Isabella Stewart Museum of Art in Boston. They had posed as police officers in order to subdue the guards. The art was valued at $500 million, making it the biggest art heist in history. The crime still remains unsolved to this day.
And they have a big reward out there offered for information leading to the arrests
Yeah.
these many years later.
It's a lot of money.
All right, for birthdays today, they include pop singer Adam Levine, who is 47 today. Actress Lily Collins is 37, and this one's for you because you're a big hockey fan.
Zdeno.
Former Boston Bruins defenseman Zdeno Chara is 49 years old today. One of the best that
Of
ever
course.
played the game.
Yes, very, very good.
And happy birthday to you also, if your birthday is today.
We'll turn things right back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans, your main stone supplier, 2493040. Alrighty, here we go this morning. We do have the last of a system that is now clearing out, so we are looking pretty good. Still watching a little bit of activity along the coast with the wave heights, but for now we are looking pretty good. As we do zoom things out, it's going to be a calm one on land today, filled with some sunshine and a few passing clouds. So overall, nothing too ridiculous to watch out for. We will have a lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy today. Some more clouds overnight and even more clouds again as we head towards your Thursday. Some gusty winds to watch out for today, reaching up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll calm down later on tonight. Although as we head towards tomorrow, the winds really pick up even more. So again, something to watch out for. But either way, lower 30s today, partly cloudy, sustained winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts not out of the question. Winds calm down tonight, partly cloudy, and again, lows in the mid-teens. Your hourly forecast moving forward. Lots of sunshine today, some more clouds by the afternoon. Temperatures warming into the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
All right, thank you, Devin. Well, Boston celebrates 250 years since British evacuation. Vivid reenactments, drums, and cheering filled the streets of Boston on Tuesday as officials, actors, and residents celebrated Evacuation Day. Evacuation Day marks when the British troops left Boston on March 17, 1776, marking the first major victory of the Continental Army in the Revolutionary War after nearly a full-year siege of the city. The city's mayor, Michelle Wu, was also at that event.
That conviction runs through everything we're doing to mark 250 years since the revolution. Historic markers that will permanently share the stories of the people and events that took place. Events that bring together our community like this one to pass on the lessons and the values from one generation to the next. And all of our daily work at the city and throughout our communities to ensure that Boston remains a home for everyone.
The event also marked the reopening of the Dorchester Heights Monument. Is that how you say that?
I don't
No?
know.
You tell me. Dorchester, okay. So it's not like Worcester?
It's
Dorchester.
Dorchester, okay.
We're hearing it from somebody who knows. After a $37 million renovation project to that monument as well.
The parade got a lot of social media attention too. The British were walking down the street and the people of Boston were still booing them to this day.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very funny.
Once you're the bad guy, you're the bad guy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
Don't go away. Dorchester.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one, Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh yeah.
Now get 0% APR plus $1,000 on Ford F-Series, including a 1-year maintenance plan. Only at your New England Ford dealers.
Got old metal and junk cars? Turn that clutter into cash at Daddy and Daughters. We make recycling easy, fast, and fair. From Skowhegan to Dover Foxcroft, from Troy to Lee, you can trust our certified scales and friendly service, offering top prices for junk vehicles in Maine. Whether you drop off or we pick up, Daddy and Daughters covers Central and Eastern Maine. Come see us at one of our 4 locations and watch your scrap pay off. Daddy and Daughters turn scrap into cash.
Come in and visit AMHG Works, Bangor's #1 gift shop, located at 36 Springer Drive and the Rennie's Plaza. We have special gifts for you, your furry companion, and that special someone you are in need of a gift for. It's worth a trip in for unique American-made gifts. Here at AMHG Works, everything is American-made, and we are open 7 days a week for your convenience. American-made home goods. We look forward to seeing you.
ABC 7 and Fox 22's Jack Webb, named Maine's Sportscaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
Welcome back in, folks. We've got a great week of sports on our hands, and we'll start on the ice with an Original Six matchup. The Bruins traveling to take on the Canadiens on Tuesday night. Pavel Zacha is going to open the scoring when he finishes off a backhand to make it 1-0 Bruins. But Nick Suzuki replied with time and space in front of the net. He's going to dangle and eventually backhand it past Jeremy Swayman to even things up at 1. And then in the second, it's the Bruins again. Tic-tac-toe as Zacha deflects it into the net to take the lead yet again. He had himself a night. Still in the second now. Hudson's just going to fire it on net, and Josh Anderson is going to tip it in to even things up at 2. To overtime we go with 22 seconds remaining. Cole Caulfield is there on the doorstep to bank in the game-winning goal as Montreal wins it 3-2. Let's check in on the Celtics, who are coming off an impressive win over the Phoenix Suns on Monday night. The Celtics improved to 45-23 on Monday after scoring a 120-112 win over the Suns. Jason Tatum continues to provide Boston fans with hope as he put up 21 points and 4 assists on the night, just over a week and a half after returning from injury. But the Celtics star continues to be Jaylen Brown, who finished the game with 41 points on the night. Brown says even with JT back in the lineup for Boston, he continues to shine because his aggressive approach each and every time he touches the ball.
What I think about when I had a ball is just be aggressive every time you have it, and then, you know, live with the results. So, you know, I was physical. Maybe they didn't help as much because, you know, our personnel, we got, you know, obviously JT out there, so maybe it's less of a shift guy because you don't want to leave him open. So they gave me opportunities to play, and I just did what I normally do.
Earlier this week, Cooper Flagg sat down with ESPN's Malika Andrews to talk about the ups and downs of his rookie year up to this point. Flagg has had a phenomenal start to his NBA career, averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Mavericks in his very first season But the #1 overall pick of this year's draft says this season has not been without its flaws. The Mavericks are well below a 500 record and will miss the playoffs this year, something Flagg is not used to at all. But Coop says his teammate Kyrie Irving has played a big part in him adapting and taking on the responsibility of being the franchise's cornerstone.
I was driving home and he had texted me, he was like, yo, just give me a call. He was like, listen, I understand. Like, I've kind of been through this before. I don't think there's a lot of people around you right now that could tell you they've been through somewhat of a similar thing. You know, he was, that top pick and, was kind of thrown into the fire. So he just, stepped in as like a great vet for me and was just there kind of giving me guidance. Because, there was definitely times where I was shaken up. I'd never lost that much in my life. But just to hear him say that and tell me that, I'm doing everything I need to be doing and just to stay with it and stay positive, it definitely helped me out a lot.
Well, folks, the NFL league year started last week, and we've already had some wild transactions take place thus far. That seems to be continuing this week as the Patriots' conference rival made a big move on Tuesday to bolster their offense. Earlier on Tuesday morning, the Denver Broncos acquired wide receiver Jalen Waddle from the Miami Dolphins in a trade package that included sending a first, third, and fourth round pick down to Miami. Waddle was a potential trade candidate at last season's trade deadline, but a move was not made by any team. But as Miami seemingly gears up for a rebuild, it was expected the proven wide receiver would be on the market in the Mile High City. Waddle will serve in helping to further develop rising star Bo Nix, providing him with a true #1 wide receiver after Denver came one game from reaching the Super Bowl last year. They hope pairing Nix with Waddle, combined with their already scary defense, they will be able to get over the hump this season. Certainly a wake-up call for the Patriots. I think it's their turn to make a move at wide receiver. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
See that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
I only paid...
Enjoy your new car. Yeah, you too.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease an all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
Davis Brothers Furniture is expanding. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest, and we are now proud to offer flooring for your home, featuring both carpeting and luxury vinyl flooring. We even have an installer in-house with over 30 years of experience. Come see the reason people have been traveling from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford for decades. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different, delivering statewide.
What matters more? A bank with innovative products or one that cares for the community? At Bangor Savings Bank, we think it's both because our innovation helps customers build stronger credit, earn rewards when shopping local, give teens independence and financial experience, and simplify business with local solutions. So what matters more? You.
See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid... Finish this bucket on your own.
Enjoy your new car.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Right now, lease a Hyundai Elantra SE for $89 a month or get 0.99% APR for 60 months. Hurry in.
Welcome back, everyone. A woman in New York recreated Dorothy's Kansas bedroom from The Wizard of Oz and so much more.
ABC's Danny New first visited her apartment 6 months ago when it was a famous shipwreck, and now it's perhaps our most beloved land over the rainbow.
Titanic is kind of supposed to be like on a stage there.
You may recall our voyage last year with New Yorker Sarah Bowl, who picked up millions of views on social media for transforming her apartment into the Titanic.
Hi, welcome to the apartment of Oz.
Well, I have some news. Sarah and her little dog, too, are back and in Technicolor.
I just thought back to certain scenes in Wizard of Oz when I was a kid that I was like, oh, wait, that would be really cool.
After taking down the Leo decorations in October, Sarah and Vito have now docked in the Emerald City.
This is supposed to look like the witch is melting.
So let's take the grand tour. When you first walk in, her living room pays tribute to the black and white scenes in Kansas.
I just tacked some cotton balls and, I don't know, fake grass.
Including a tornado made of chicken wire and pages from L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
How do you watch TV?
It's a good question.
Meanwhile, Sarah's room is more Glinda-fied for the Wicked universe.
That's supposed to be Glinda, her bubble.
But Sarah's masterpiece may just be her guest room, which she has upcycled into the many stops along the yellow brick road.
I think the hardest part was this area, like the forest.
There are so many little details you might miss, like snow in the poppy fields and Easter eggs for each of Dorothy's companions she meets along the way. Frankly, it's hard not to get wrapped up in all of the magic.
Vito, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
There's no place like home. For the record, I did ask Sarah just how many packages it took to order all these elements, and she said, quote, enough to have the doorman complain about me again. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
So did Danny already have that Dorothy dress when he went there?
I don't know. He cracks me up.
Yeah.
Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans, your main stone supplier, 2493040. Alrighty, check out some of these wind reports we had recently. We had gusty winds reaching up close to 70 miles per hour, so definitely some strong winds. And now things have since backed off, so we are looking a lot better. Meanwhile, wave heights still a little bit active at around 5 to 8 feet, so we do have some advisories that are up along the coast. And look at farther out towards sea, still a mess out there at this hour, so definitely something to watch out for at this moment in time. So while we're still watching for some active surf along the coast, which is prompting some advisories, on land it is definitely a calm one out there, and it is going to be a beautiful one filled with sunshine and a few passing clouds. And again, if you're looking for reasons to get outside, it won't be too bad. A little bit cooler out there, but again, overall not looking too bad moving forward. A little bit of energy across parts of the Midwest, but that's about it. So overall, sunshine today, some clouds for the afternoon. We'll still have some clouds overnight, and even as we head towards tomorrow, we're still going to hold on to the clouds, but overall nothing too ridiculous to watch out for. It tries to get a little bit of snow in here as we head towards your Thursday. We'll have some more snow moving in as we head towards your Friday morning. But in the meantime, again, we're still focused on some wind as we head towards Wednesday morning. These are gusts, so sustained winds won't be too bad, but we really calm down overnight, but the winds really pick up again as we move towards your Thursday up to around 20 to even 25 miles per hour. Average highs 41 degrees. We'll be below that today in the low 30s, still below that Thursday in the upper 30s. Then we get above that Friday into Saturday in the lower to middle 40s before we cool back down. So your forecast coming up for today, here we go, low 30s under a partly cloudy sky, west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour sustained. We do calm down tonight, even more mid-teens, partly cloudy with a calm wind. And then for tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy and breezy, and our south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, let's check out your extended forecast, brought to you by Stone Artisans. Mostly cloudy Friday, the first day of spring. Slight chance for rain and snow, highs in the mid-40s. Rain and snow chances Saturday, highs in the low 40s. Upper 30s coming up for your Sunday, a chance for rain and snow.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer is looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street, or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
when the unexpected happens.
Really?
We'll get you running again, uninterrupted. Together, we're united. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealer.
Only one game show is completely, incredibly, unbelievably average.
Been waiting for this my whole life.
Nate Bargatze hosts The Greatest Average American.
Last season, IndyCar champ Alex Palou rewrote the history books. So what's next?
Maine Representative Sean Faircloth marked the St. Patrick's Day holiday yesterday by sharing the gift of an Irish song with his fellow legislators at the State House. Let's take a listen.
Would wish me one more night to stay, but since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you.
Boy, he has a pretty good sound.
Yeah, I was going to say, he sounds really good.
Yeah, he's a braver guy than I am,
Me too.
So, Sean, of course, comes from the Bangor area. We have a big Irish following here.
We do.
A lot of our ancestors came from Ireland.
Yes.
Well, meanwhile, St. Patrick's Day is over, and folks are getting excited for Easter. One of the sweetest holidays is just weeks away. But before you fill your baskets, DoorDash is unwrapping America's top Easter candy nationwide. What do you think it is? Oh, you can
it's
see
right
it.
There.
It's on your screen.
Reese's Pieces Easter candy.
Yeah, I would have guessed that. Topping the list of most ordered egg hunt essentials, the carrot-shaped Reese's Pieces Easter candy gift bag, followed by Palmer's Double Little Crispy Bunny, and third, M&M's Easter Bunny Cane. Breaking it down to the favorites by states, Americans put most of their eggs in one basket, opting for Reese's Peanut Butter Bunnies, which hopped into the top spot in 35 states, including California, New York, Texas, and Florida. It's also not Easter without Peeps, of course.
Yeah.
The seasonal treat's most popular pick is the yellow marshmallow chick, preferred in 18 states, with blue and lavender trailing in behind that.
Do you like Peeps?
I do. It's not anything I crave, but it's something that, I grew up with. We always got Peeps.
Same.
My brother used to joke, gotta have the little fuzzy little chickens, and so it wouldn't be an Easter basket without some Peeps.
It would not.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time that we have left for this hour. But you can join us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22.
Thanks for being there, everyone. We hope you have a great day.